this is Teacher Ben, and welcome back to our class. And today, we're gonna talk about changes in form of solid materials. Are you guys ready for our next lesson? If yes, then have a seat and listen carefully. Let us know first our objective in today's lesson. In this lesson, you should be able to describe changes in materials when they are bent, pressed, hammered, or cut. Are you excited to learn new things today? I'm sure you are. In order to go on with our lesson, you are going to take the pre-test before proceeding to the lesson. Get a piece of paper and answer the following question. Be sure to read the instructions carefully and answer with all honesty. Are you ready? Here is the instruction. Identify which reshaping process is involved in the following situation. Choose your answer on the following: hammering, pressing, bending, cutting, and crushing. Okay, so let's try. What do you think is the process being done in the picture? Is it hammering, pressing, bending, cutting, or crushing? How about the next picture? What do you think is the answer? Let's have the other one. How about the next one? Okay. And the last picture, what do you think is the answer? Okay, so are you done? So let's check your answers now. Here are the answers. I hope you got all the correct answers. So now, let's proceed to our lesson. Different changes happen to a material. It may be change in color, size, or shape. It may be a change in its state or form too. But have you ever wondered what causes a material to change? How do solids change its appearance? Let's have a simple activity. Playing with solids. Solids are very compact objects. The particles that make them up are very close to one another. But this is just one of their features. Can we bend them? Can we reshape them? How about hammering them? In this simple activity, you will be able to play with solids and know their properties more. Here are the things we need in this activity: Play-Doh, paperclip, iron nail, and plastic gloves. Before we proceed to the activity, let us keep this in our mind. Always wear plastic gloves when handling clay. Wash your hands after doing the experiment. Hammer the iron nail only with adult supervision. Wear proper personal protective equipment or PPE at all times to avoid accident. Okay, so let's start. Here is the procedure. First, wear a pair of plastic gloves. Then play with the Play-Doh. Try pressing it. What happens? Try reshaping the clay dough. Try forming a spear, a heart shape, and a disc. Can you reshape the dough? Now, get a paper clip. Try straightening it. Can the clip be straightened? Classify this as a physical or chemical change. Write your observation and answer on a sheet of paper. Then bend the clip to bring it back to its original appearance. Can it be transformed back to its original form? Is the change reversible or irreversible? Get a piece of iron nail. Try bending it with your bare hands. Can it be bent? Why or why not? What can you suggest to do to bend the iron nails? Okay. Let's learn about it. Applying force to a solid object can result in physical change. It causes the object to reshape or deform. Changing the form of material includes bending, pressing, or reducing into small pieces. Let's talk about bending. Bending is forcing a straight object to curve or arc. Solid materials that are flexible easily bend without breaking. Materials that are not flexible may also be bent, but will break at a certain point. When a solid material is bent, it changes in shape and size. Look at the bent metal spoon below. It became smaller than its original size. Its shape has changed too, because of the curved handle. The bent spoon may be returned to its original form by bending it back using the same amount of force applied to it before. Other solid materials that may be bent without breaking are copper wires, rubberized ruler, paper clips, and rubber sleevers. Bending is very important and useful in industry. It is applied to molten glass to form a desired shape for final glass. It is also done to steel bars and irons so that the bent metal can serve as parts for machines. Let's talk about pressing. Pressing is the application of force to compress a given material. When you press a solid material, it changes its shape and size. However, too much force applied in pressing an object may cause it to crumble. Pressing a solid material may change its texture too. The pressed surface is often rougher than the other areas. Solid materials that are may be pressed are modeling clay, foam, stress ball, bread dough, and other soft solids. Pressing is useful, especially for metals, for changing them into sheets for different applications. An example is aluminum metal being pressed to form aluminum foil, which can be used for food packaging. Another way to press a solid material is through hammering. A hammer can be used to pound or strike an object to compress it. When a solid material like a metal is hammered, it changes its size and shape. Its texture may change too, especially when it was originally rough. Metals will become smooth when hammered. Metals are hammered to make flat sheets. Meat products are hammered to soften them. Reducing the physical size of solid object. Reducing the physical size of the materials either involves cutting or crushing the material to pieces. There are times when smaller size objects are easier to handle compared to large objects. Let's talk about crushing. Crushing is the use of a blunt tool or object like pestle or round rock to compress materials and break them into smaller sizes. It changes the shape and size of a material. Cutting. Cutting is the use of a sharp tool, such as scissors or knives, to reduce the size of objects. It also changes size and shape of a material. Below are examples of cutting. Reshaping solids results to change in their physical appearance. Even if the size, shape, or texture changes, the solid materials remain the same and no new material is formed. Therefore, reshaping solid is an example of physical change. Okay, so let's wrap it up. Applying force to a solid object causes the object to change shape. Bending is forcing a straight object to curve or arch. Pressing is the application of force to compress a given material. Hammering uses a hammer to pound or strike an object to compress it. Crushing is the use of a blunt tool or object to compress materials and break them into smaller sizes. Cutting is the use of a sharp tool such as scissors or knives to reduce the size of objects. And that's all about changes in solid materials. Special thanks and credits to my resources. God bless us all!